When the first postcard arrived, I thought it was just a mistake. A picturesque scene of the Eiffel Tower with a generic "wish you were here" scrawled across the back. I laughed it off, assuming it was meant for someone else, until more began to trickle in, each from exotic locations I never visited. At first, it was a fun mystery, a quirky puzzle to share with friends over coffee. But then came the card from a sleepy little town in Italy, one that distinctly described the view from my window, down to the cracked sidewalk and the old oak tree across the street. It was unsettling, but I shrugged it off, attributing it to coincidence or a prank by someone who knew me well. 2 weeks later, the postcards started arriving more frequently, each more personal and eerie. One detailed my morning routine, noting the exact mug I used for my coffee. Another recounted a private conversation I had on the phone, one I was certain nobody could have overheard. The messages were always signed the same way, with a simple "see you soon." My heart would race each time I collected the mail, hands trembling as I sifted through the pile for the next cryptic message. I tried everything to find out who was sending them, from asking the mailman to installing a security camera, but nothing revealed the sender's identity. The postcard stopped for a while, just long enough for me to let my guard down. Then, one afternoon, a final card arrived, this time from my own city. The photo was of a place I recognized, a small cafe I frequented. The message on the back was brief but chilling: "Turn around." My breath caught in my throat, and every hair on my neck stood up. Slowly, I turned, half expecting to see a familiar face. But there was no one there, just the empty street and the distant sounds of city life. I felt a cold, creeping dread settle in, the kind that makes your skin crawl with the realization that you're being watched. Determined to confront this invisible stalker, I went to the cafe that evening, hoping to catch a glimpse of whoever was toying with me. I sat by the window, scanning each face that passed, wondering if one of them was the sender. My heart pounded with every ring of the doorbell. Hours passed, and just as I was about to give up, a waiter approached with a folded napkin. Inside was a single sentence: "I'm closer than you think." As I looked up, I caught a reflection in the window, a figure standing just behind me, their face obscured in shadow. I spun around, but the cafe was empty, the door slowly swinging shut as if someone had just left. I realized then that the postcards were never meant to be a game. They were a warning,